Hi there, in this video we're going to learn about silent letters in French. Les lettres muettes. If you've started to learn French, you've probably noticed that a lot of letters aren't actually pronounced. These are called silent letters, or lettres muettes in French, and are typically the H, the U after G or Q, the E when it's the last letter of a word, and most consonants when they're the last letter of the word as well. So starting with the letter E, E at the end of a word is always silent unless the word only contains one syllable, in which case you have to pronounce it. The letter E is often added to masculine words to make them feminine, and putting an E at the end of a word enables the last consonant to be pronounced, as we've seen before, if a consonant is the very last letter, then it isn't usually pronounced. Here are some examples of what I've just explained. Chaud, chaude, hot. Froid, froide, cold. Vert, verte, green. As I've said previously, when E is the final letter of a one-syllable word, then it is pronounced. Some examples: que, ce, le, de. The reason for me not giving you translations for those little words is that their meaning very much depends on the context. The letter E, when followed by AU, is pronounced like AU on its own and can therefore be considered silent. EAU and AU are pronounced like the French letter O. Here are some examples: un chapeau, a hat; un gâteau, a cake; de l'eau, some water. Another vowel which can also be silent is the letter U. After G and Q, U isn't usually pronounced, but in all other cases, U is pronounced. Some examples of the silent U: qui, who; une anguille, an eel. When two vowels are placed next to each other in French, they often make a different sound. So OU is pronounced like two O's in English, ou. EAU and AU, as we've seen before, is pronounced like the French O. EU is usually pronounced like the French E, unless it's the present perfect of the verb to have, in which case it is pronounced like the French U. Some examples: jouer, to play; un jeu, a game; il a eu, he's had. Now moving on to the letter H. H is never pronounced in French unless it is placed after C, in which case it is pronounced like SH in English, sh, or after P, in which case it is pronounced like F, f. Here are some examples: hérisson, hedgehog; la cheminée, the fireplace; la philosophie, philosophy. Another rule to be aware of is that most consonants at the end of a word are silent, except for B, C, F, K, L, Q, and R, which are usually pronounced at the end of a word. Here are some examples: Français, French; gratuit, free; hiver, winter. 5, 5. However, if the last letter is a silent consonant and the following word starts with a vowel, then the normally silent consonant is pronounced. Here are a couple of examples. Ils ont, they have. Un petit enfant, a small child. So to recap, E is silent at the end of words that have 2 or more syllables. H is always silent except after C and P. U is usually silent after G and Q, but not otherwise. Most consonants are silent at the end of a word, except for B, C, F, K, L, Q, and R, which are pronounced in most cases. This is the end of the video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. And if you'd like to learn more about French pronunciation, please feel free to visit my channel where you'll find a playlist about French pronunciation. Bye!